Hello and welcome to Pillager Kid 70 Sections production of Captain Bling, War on Major Smog. Created using Wii Video with music by www.bensound.com. This is the story of Captain Bling, War on Major Smog. Captain Bling and Radiance, Waterboy and Orange Juice Man with his sidekick Apple Juice Boy, all form an elite hero group, the Legion of Heroes. Captain Bling can summon gems from anywhere in the world, while Radiance can create light and also send it through the gems, which creates lasers. Captain Bling is ancient. 12,000 years ago, he hatched from the world's largest emerald. As a result, his eyes are made of emeralds. He is currently an executive officer at Launchpad Inc. His alter ego is Jonathan William Bling. Radiance was born when the biggest star in the Milky Way went supernova 7,836 years ago. As a result, he has plasma for eyes. Then, he came to Earth and teamed up with Captain Bling. Both of them are not able to die from old age or disease. His alter ego is Henry Ford Johnson. Now, are you ready for a story that, according to Launchpad Incorporated and several nations' governments, did not occur? If so, you want to hear the story of the war on Major Smog. October 31st, 1981. Secure Government Facility 19372. Vitals are stable, sir. Excellent. Sir? Yes? Well, I am concerned about the ethics in this experiment, the scientist continued with the captain. I mean, creating a being that is not human. What if our enemies found out about this? Nonsense, my friend. We are not creating a quote-unquote being. We are creating a... What is happening? We are creating life, sir. It's alive! The facility members then broke into chaos. And it's coming after us! Emergency code C Delta WCA 9217. You heard him, lock it down. Evacuate and lock down the facility. Call in the Marines! Gah! The captain's down, let's move. Go, go, go! Here it comes! Run, never ran for himself! What the heck? Wait, who is that? They're crazy, they're running back in. Wait, it's Captain Bling and Radiance. We're saved! Go get 'em, you two! Woohoo! Go, 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 go! "60 years later. It's good to be back to the tower," said Captain Bling. "Isn't it, Henry?" "Dude," replied Radiance with a roll of his eyes. "Why do you keep calling me that?" "Ignore him," Waterboy called from the other side of the lounge area. Waterboy, Orange Juice Man, Apple Juice Boy, Captain Bling, and Radiance all sat around on floor 115, the top floor of the Launchpad Incorporated headquarters in San Diego. The large 360 windows glowed in the early morning light. Comfy sofas were arranged in a circle around a central hologram screen. Today, the heroes were in. They all had been facing off against their arch-enemies for a while, and were kicking back to relax while they waited for their next emergency. Suddenly, the intercom crackled to life. "All hands to the CV-22. Major Smog is back, and he's in Rio." "What fool thought we banished him into space?" said Radiance with a pointed look towards CB, Captain Bling. "Just get aboard the bird of prey," CB replied. "Wait," Radiance said as they boarded the bird of prey. "This is our mission. Waterboy, Orange Juice Man, Apple Juice Boy, you'd better stay behind." "But I thought," Waterboy pouted. Radiance is right, announced CB. Oh, you really think so? Muttered Radiance. This beast is our enemy, CB continued. It was our responsibility to lock him up, so we have to finish the job. Okay, fine, mumbled all three of the heroes. Okay, Jimmy, let's take to the skies, said CB. Aboard the bird of prey above the Amazon rainforest. The propellers thundered as the bird of prey soared away from the sprawling carpet of green known as the Amazon and began to see the gleam of the Atlantic Ocean. Our heroes started noticing the destruction that was caused by Major Smog, withered section of forest, and a lot of plastic and rubber. Once we get to Rio, put us down near Christ the Redeemer, CB hollered over the roar of the propellers. Okay, hollered Jimmy over the roar of his 60s country music. As the bird of prey descended towards the city, the props began to stall as green goo seeped into the engines. What is that? Said Radiance. What is what? Replied Jimmy. Look, there's green sludge on the wings. What about it? We're crashing. So? You can fly. Ugh, why did we hire you? Dunno. Jump on 3? Asked CB. How about we jump now? Answered Radiance. See ya, Jimmy, yelled CB as he dove out of the bird of prey. The duo plummeted toward the city. 2 hours later. Do you think Jimmy survived the crash? Radiance asked as they wandered through Rio's busy streets full of cart vendors and beautiful fountains, as the sweet smells from bakeries blew through the air. Hopelessly lost and confused, the duo couldn't decide on what to do next. Yes, if he wasn't in a hurry to get off of the bird of prey, I think there is a safety system in place he knew about and we didn't, replied CB. Okay, Radiance responded. What do we do now? Radiance continued. I mean, all we know is that Major Smog is in Rio, and he has weapons in place that will shoot anything unwanted out of the sky. Suddenly, CB stopped in his tracks. I've got it, he said. If we send something into the sky, we can track where the shot comes from when he shoots it down. Ooh, you're right. Then we can figure out where he... 2 hours later. Okay, ready? Asked CB. Ready when you are, replied Radiance. They had bought a fancy drone from a street vendor near Christ the Redeemer. Launch. As the Silver Launchpad Incorporated drone launched into the sky, as the sun was dipping below the horizon in the west and the street vendors closed their shops. I've got a visual on the city, reported CB. Great. Any sign of Major Smog? MS? Asked Radiance. Not yet. Now? Not yet. This continued for about 20 minutes until the drone picked something up. Another green blob of ooze was heading straight towards the little aviator. Quick, plot the trajectory, said Radiance. Hold on. Almost there. Gotcha, said CB. He's under the intersection of R.J. Carlos and R. Jandum Botanico. Let's go get him, said Radiance. Later, on the intersection of R.J. Carlos and R. Jardum Botanico. What did you tell the Brazilian police blocking the street that made them pale and scramble off? Asked Radiance as they proceeded down the intersection that was missing the hustle of the street vendors and the noise of pedestrians alongside the thrum of automobiles. It also, unfortunately, lacked the sweet smells of the bakeries. Well, it turns out that the Brazilians have known what Major Smog's HQ is, informed CB. But, to answer your question, I learned how to say, back off, this is an American problem, in most languages. In this case, it's Portuguese, so it would be Requiem este problema americano. Cool, dude. Wait, does that look suspicious to you? Yeah, most of the intersections didn't have that storm drain. No, I mean that taco stand. Why is it sitting there, and why is there a lever on top? Well, Hadoy, it's obviously the lever for the salsa, Radiance replied. Or, it's the lever that opens the storm drain that leads to Major Smog's HQ. Nakova de Leon, CB sighed. Huh? Said Radiance. It's Portuguese for into the lion's den. Nkoi ka kwami ni aru kamu shimisiraran. Huh? Said CB. It's Japanese for may luck be on our side, replied Radiance. Let's go, replied CB. Deep under Rio. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies, Radiance informed CB, as the two trekked through the caverns filled to the brim with stalagmites and stalactites. A faint dripping of water echoed through the vast caverns. The only light was glowing from Radiance's hams. No traps or villains jumped out at them, but the silence was deafening. At the end of the fourth cavern, there was a small tunnel that the duo followed for a while until it opened up into the most apocalyptic bunker of all time. The bunker wasn't hiding from the apocalypse, it was creating it. Veins of lava ascended each corner of the room, providing a very evil feel. Catwalks crisscrossed over the top of the giant pool of green ooze at the bottom of the room. Despite all of the equipment, it looked like Major Smog was packing up. The duo snuck around the room silently. Just as they were about to power up the main control panel, Major Smog thundered into the room, talking nervously on his phone. I need to move the weapon to Tokyo. The power grid here is insufficient. I will not be able to start the incineration, he said. Then the person on the other end responded. But I thought... Major Smog stuttered. He left the room looking flustered. Well, as flustered as a cloud of smog can look. This is our chance, said Radiance. What is the machine for? CB muttered absent-mindedly. We have to sabotage that incinerator, Radiance interrupted CB's train of thought. Sabotage incinerator... Oh, yeah, right, sorry, CB said. We should hotwire the firing mechanism so it self-destructs instead of fires. Good thinking, CB. Let's do it. As the duo rewired the weapon, Major Smog watched from above. The two unfortunate heroes were about to learn of the annoyingly useful modern security. That's it. Let's just weld the lid back on and get out of here, said CB. Okay, ruby, diamond, emerald, or sapphire laser? Asked Radiance. A small green gem suddenly popped out of the ground. Emerald, I guess, CB responded. On 3. 1, 2, 3, g. Just then, a voice crackled through the facility. Stop, it snarled. Uh-oh, it looks like Major Pain in the Butt caught us. To be continued.